you absolutely sure you've got everything? Passports and masks and all that kind of thing. Darling, are you leaving me now? Are you leaving me now? I'm gonna cry. I don't want you to go.
Do I?
I'm sad. I want you to drive really safely, okay? Just be really concentrated on the road. Don't worry about anything else. I'm going to be fine, okay? So don't worry about me. Go, huh? Come on, off you go. Don't you be running and rushing. I hate goodbyes.
What I might do is I'm just going to walk down to the 4G just to transfer some money onto a card.
Okay, my love. Okay, darling. Oh gosh, it's pretty sad at the moment. So David's just about to leave. And I'm really sad. I know it's all going to be okay and I'm fine. I'm not worried about myself. It's just been such an amazing time here together and you just don't want it to end. That's the problem. You want everything just to continue because it's been so amazing, and we spoke about it last night and we know this is the life we want and that we'll make it happen as quickly as we can. But normal life still goes on for the moment. We still have to go back to work and to jobs. And I know I'll be fine in a couple of days because I've got so much to do. I'll be painting today and once he's gone, and loads of things to do to get the house organised, but I'll miss him all the same. Be really safe, okay? I love you so much. Drive carefully, Amore. Have you got the thing in your car, like your phone and everything? You put the map in? Plug it in so it's on your screen for you.
I'll get some petrol first and then do that.
Oh, okay, sweetheart. I love you, my darling. Be safe.
Bye.
Call me when you get to Milan, okay?
Yeah.
And you're nice and settled and everything and relaxed. All right, my love. Bye, my darling. Love you so much. Bye. Bye, my darling. Bye, my love. I'll see you soon. Bye, sweetheart. Bye. Bye, darling. Okay. I'm alone. That's how it's going to be for the next 3 weeks, but I'll have lots of company, I know, and I've got so much to do. Okay. Let's not be sad and get things done, hey? Under an amazing blue Tuscan sky. just a few hours since David left this morning, and I've packed myself up, got the paint brushes out, got the paint out, got my shelves out, and I'm playing with colours at the moment. I've just done a whitewash first, but I want to make the little shelves of the bedroom kind of shabby chic like the other one that's already there. So I'll probably do a couple of coats of a couple of different, slightly different colours, sand them back in between. And then I've bought like this bronze gold paint that with a really fine brush that I'll probably do little edge bits with to kind of make it look a little bit old and washed out. And that way it will pick up the gold that's in the mirrors above the bed. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I was trying to also match a colour on the wall here, yes, there, next to the oven, because it's kind of hidden behind a little cupboard. Now, we had a couple of knocks around the wall, but nobody knows what colour paint it was in here, so it's really hard doing a colour match. And the lady gave me white paint and my own ochre, which I've used in France years ago. I used to make my own colours, but I didn't care what colour I was getting, so to speak. I just measured it out, got what I wanted, and that was cool. When you're trying to match on a wall, if anyone's ever painted walls before that are just slightly off-white, creamy, kind of, and nobody knows, not easy. Anyways, I'm getting myself in a mess. I managed to get white paint all over my new engagement ring, so I took it off. Sorry, David. Cleaned it up, which is looking beautiful again, and thought, no, I'll just leave it to one side. Don't want it getting full of paint. Totally forgot I would get paint all over myself. But I've come up now with a colour on the wall that I'm just waiting for it to dry, because it kind of looks okay, but I'm still not feeling confident about doing it in spots that are very, very apparent. There's a crack on the wall above, a little fine hairline crack here. Where am I pointing? Here. Across the wall there. And it just needs a bit of a touch up, really, and then you wouldn't know it was there, but you will know it's there if it's the wrong colour. It'll just look like somebody's painted a weird colour stripe across it. It's almost better seeing the little crack, I think. So if I don't get the exact colour, I think I'm just going to leave it be. Leave it to the universe, and next year, maybe when we're back, just paint that wall again. Even if it's a slightly different colour to the rest, it won't matter, because the ceilings are white. One wall is white. It's actually pure white here, or more or less pure white over the fireplace, and then the other walls are just this slightly creamy colour. So, and it looks really nice with the different kind of tones. It's not an issue, but of course you don't want stripes across the wall. So I'll just keep on plodding, see how I go, keep up with my shelves because they don't matter, and as far as I can do whatever I like. And in the meantime, it's keeping my mind off not having my honey around. I gave up painting for the day. I've done all the cracks in the walls. I'm hoping the colour's okay. I think it seemed okay. And I've just come up for a lovely walk to a spot I haven't been to before. Now we came here one night, David and I, and it's above the ruins of the Molino. You can actually see some of the wheels, the old wheels that they've used of tables. And there are ruins dating right back to the Etruscans. I can see something in the corner there. There's excavations down here. I am going to go and take a look at it up closer, but first I was just checking out this amazing view of our church from the other side, and I'm going to walk around the corner because I believe there's an even better view there. So I've walked down far enough now. I think, oh, what a gorgeous view that is. So that's a beautiful view back to the church from the other side, and back to the old Borgo, the Castello area, and then back towards the old Borgo there, and basically where we live, which is just in behind in that area there. So I've just walked around the loop basically, and down here is the little river that runs off from the mill, and beyond, of course, beyond that, of course, are those beautiful hills that I've shown you before that surround us. So you can see that's where we were when we were at the piscina yesterday. We were looking down on all those wonderful ploughed fields from a little bit closer, but now I'm just a little bit more distant. And of course the trees, I don't know if you can see, they're changing colour. Leaves are turning to yellow and orange. just starting. Autumn's just starting. And it's going to be magnificent. Absolutely gorgeous. You can imagine when all these forest trees here that change colour when they start to do that. Underneath something like a maple above me, and those ones there as well. So just starting to change colour. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to walk back into the village now. Actually, no, I'm going to walk down a little way down to the Molino. So I'm just making my way down now to the Molino area, the old mills. And from what I've understood, I need to read up a little bit more on this, but from what I've understood, there are also things dating right back to Etruscan times. So it's a long walk. I won't be doing the whole walk because after all the painting and bending out today, I'm a little bit tired. But it's Sentiero dei Mulini. So it's actually a walk where you can actually visit several. And as you can see, there's a really long pathway along the riverfront that takes you along to the different mulini. Some of them more modern than others, of course. None of them working anymore. But the old buildings, obviously this is actually one of the old buildings that had something to do with it. And there's a lovely children's garden here with playthings there. We came down here one night, and even though it's really well lit and it looks really pretty, it's kind of hard to find your footing on the grass, and there's lots of holes, and it had been raining a lot. In fact, it still looks pretty boggy down there, so I may not be able to go everywhere today anyway because of the condition of the ground. Don't want to end up with my feet full of mud. So this is obviously something to do with an old fontana, which there's no water anymore. You can see the water used to come out of the hole, and they've added a sort of more modern pipe. I think at one stage it probably came out of just old holes in the ground. And it's explaining, it has a photograph there. And of course I don't have my reading glasses with me, so I can't read a thing to tell you what it says. I will have to come back with reading glasses on, obviously, to understand exactly what each thing is. It's a choice these days. I either wear sunglasses and just have a happy walk, or I'm constantly changing glasses, which is kind of a pain. So a lot of the time I kind of just walk around, and then when I get to something, oh well, never mind. Cannot see what I'm doing. So I think the walk actually goes down along the riverfront, probably further down, but there's some of the ruins there that are fenced off. I think you can go down to them, and I think the walk would continue. But I can actually see a gate with no through walking. So maybe with the storms and different things they had, perhaps the sentiero, the actual walk along the riverfront, might not be that great at the moment, which wouldn't surprise me. They had, after all the dryness, they had torrential rains and floods in places. I believe it was horrendous here while we were in the UK. In fact, something fell off our front wall that had been there forever. The last people left it on the wall, and the winds and rain were so wild that it picked up this great big thing off the wall and dumped it on the ground and broke it, which was kind of sad. But the lady said, I saw her, and she said, oh, I saw that one of the things fell off and broke. And she said, that's okay. It's been there for a long time. We understand. So there we go. One of the mill wheels, which I love. They've just used it as a picnic table. And as you can see by the vegetation there, that is where the water's running down there. Very thick green vegetation. Again, some of the ruins of the old mill houses there, right down by the water. So Chianni has a really diverse history, as I said, going right back to Etruscan times, the Medicis taking over, so many different things. And every single day that I go for a walk or visit something new, I think, gosh, this place just has so much history, so much culture, so much going on. It really is a great village. It's a beautiful place to live, and we're so happy we chose it. Isn't this a sweet little place for the kiddies? And there's lots of children's parks, by the way, through the village as well. They really cater to the young ones. Taking another little walk through yet another gorgeous little street in Chianni. I've just had a lovely cup of coffee, cappuccino, brighten my afternoon up, and I thought I'd go down another little street that I hadn't actually looked at before, and I saw this sign for Vendisi down there. Now I'm not sure if it's this house or just a garden. That's very interesting. I may have to check that out, because gardens are a great thing to buy in a village. But this house here has been done up, and it's actually got 3 street numbers. It's a bit like our house that has 2 street numbers. They've got 2, 4 and 6. But it's beautifully done up. They've done the facade, obviously, which is like what we're going to do, and I just love how they've done it. And it has beautiful arched doors. They've obviously been able to keep some of the beautiful old doors. They look or I don't know whether they've recuperated the ones that were there or whether they managed to buy new ones, but the entranceways are gorgeous. So, oh, and I also like their pots. Need to put some pots out at the front of our place. So this is Via di Capocavallo, which is cute. And then love the little chairs people put out with chairs with pots and baskets full of flowers, and some lovely little, I think they're type of jonquil, are they, or freesia perhaps? Let's have a look and see if they have a perfume. No, they don't have a perfume of freesia, so, but a little bulb. It's been so mild for autumn that a lot of things that are coming out now you normally see in spring. But okay, so let's head on up here, because I'm off to see if the falegname is in his workshop. Now, falegname is a carpenter, but a carpenter that doesn't build houses, that is more pretty flowers, that makes you made to measure doors and windows and things like that. And he's a lovely man. His name's Davide, same name as my David. There's the back of our house over there. There's my balcony over there. And I think he's there because there's a window sitting out the front. Can you see that? So I was going to go and ask him if he could come and give us a quote for a little window that we need made. Hello, Micho. What a beautiful cat. So let's go and see if David is here and if we can find out something about the window. Just continuing my little stroll. David wasn't in his workshop. He might be out perhaps delivering something, and here it's such a safe haven, this little village, that people just leave everything wide open. They don't worry about closing up workshops or don't worry about leaving things out the front. People said to me that you can leave literally, all your pots and your things and your chairs and whatever you want outside, and no one's going to touch anything. There's never been any theft. So, praise the Lord for no theft in the village. Isn't that wonderful? Eccolo. So, just come back from my walk, and now for the moment of truth. I'm going to turn. Oh wow, fantastic. I can't see the crack anymore. So my paint job worked. Oh yes, I can see just like the tiniest bit sometimes. But honestly, like, the paint colour worked in perfectly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, because I was kind of worried that I'd end up with kind of these funny stripes but honestly, I mean, it's a bit darker in here now because it's late afternoon, or early evening, but that looks like it's going to be just fine. Yes. Amore mio, buongiorno. And then back out onto the balcony. So I've got to do the underneath of my little shelves tomorrow, but the tops are looking great. Nicely dried, and I'll bring them in this evening just in case. I don't know that we're going to have any rain. By the way, I know the kitchen looks a bit funny. We did have a table, now we don't, because they said to me either this afternoon or tomorrow our new spectacular kitchen table that's being made for us is being delivered, and I'll go right here. So I sort of pushed everything out of the way, plus had the ladder out to paint, etc. So a little bit of a mess, but not really, not too much. So I'll just bring these in because, oh, that looks wonderful. So I'm going to sort of shabby chic these up once I'm finished with them. Obviously, I still have to do the sides, but I'd had enough painting for one day. And then I bought some lovely bronze, sort of bronzy gold paint and a fine brush. And I'm going to do a little bit of playing around on them just to give them a little touch of goldy, bronzy colour on them here and there to match in with the little mirrors that we've now got above the bed. So, feeling much brighter than what I did this morning, I must admit. Just had a beautiful talk to David from the cafe. He called me from Milan. He just arrived at the airport and that made me feel so much better. And love my neighbour's colourful tablecloths. She's got lemons and fruits and all sorts of things going on over there. It's always quite spectacular. It's been quite a day, a lot of emotion this morning, and I've done a lot this afternoon, which is great. And I've just sat, as you can see, I'm indulging myself with a nice little glass of Pinot Grigio, some very delicious chips that have been, they say they've been grilled. They're not oily, they're not salty, they're actually really yummy. And it's so still this evening. It's like this really still, slightly milky sky, but it's been a stunning autumn day again. And just had a beautiful chat to my darling and feeling so much better, calmer, more relaxed. Cheers to you, my darling. You're sitting in the airport in Milan. Cheers to you. I just decided I couldn't miss this sunset. I was at home sitting on the balcony alone, watching, or eating in fact, and just watching the sky change. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my gosh, it must be beautiful up from the church square where that lovely view is that I've shown you before in the past. So, run down the street, a little bit out of breath. But I thought, let's go up and see what's going on the other side, because it's usually really pretty over here. So let's have a look. Here we go again. The video got stuck. It does that sometimes. So, just wandering down. Isn't that pretty? Such pretty colours. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. What? Oh gosh, it was worthwhile racing down to see this. Oh gosh. I hope I'm capturing this well for you. It's just so spectacular. The moon has been embraced by these beautiful pink clouds. Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? Can you see the moon in there? We're sort of at a 3/4 moon at the moment. I can hear a little tractor. Oh, it's all happening, folks. What a beautiful sunset. Well, time to go back home again. It's a little bit darker now, but it's pretty because the lights come on, which I love. I love how this town literally has no telegraph poles. Oh, there might be one or two in different places where They've not been able to do anything other. But in general, there's a few electric lines obviously on the outsides of buildings and things. But the street lights are sort of old-fashioned. Look like old lanterns. Oh, that one's blown its bulb. So it's a little bit dark through here. There's a bit of a breeze coming through here now. It's like a little wind tunnel. Up to the hill. Oh, I can hear the voices from here at the bar. It's always so... Round to the church. It's always so busy. It's great to know you when you're on your own here, that you always feel that you have company. You hear voices of people. I was sitting on the balcony before and my neighbour Laurie, who is just adorable, yelled out, "Marisa, Marisa." She wanted to check on me to see if I was okay. She knew that David was leaving today. And she introduced me to her lovely mama, who was so sweet, adorable, reminded me of my own mother. And, you know, it's little things like that that makes a place a home, doesn't it? Makes it so welcoming and makes you feel like you're never on your own, even when you might be alone at home. You know, there are people around you that care, people around you that you can call upon if you feel you need them. And I love that sense of community that you get in little villages in Italy and other countries, of course, as well. We had that when I was living in France for such a long time, that lovely sense of community. It was very similar, but I just feel right at home. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're enjoying our videos, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and please leave us a comment. We look forward to seeing you next time.